What is going on, guys? It is Sean GPT here today with a new video, and we are going to be using a stock Microsoft mouse with Modern Warfare 2. Now, traditionally, I use a Logitech 502 Lightspeed mouse as my main gaming mouse for a lot of reasons. The biggest being that it has a lot of buttons on it, and anything to keep me from trying to remember hotkeys on the keyboard and just being able to map things onto the mouse ultimately makes my gameplay a lot more enjoyable personally. However, this mouse does have a few cons. The main thing being that it is not the lightest mouse. In fact, this Microsoft mouse is, I'll have to look up the stats to be sure. However, I'm pretty confident that this Microsoft mouse is even lighter than that. The weight isn't the biggest factor for me though. I really enjoy having something that I can rest my thumb on without dragging it across the mouse pad, and ultimately I've just used it for a long time and I'm really used to it. Now, I do have a couple advantages with this Microsoft mouse, the main one being that I use this for work every day. I do have some experience with this mouse, and I will say I am pretty accurate with it, but we'll get into that in the gameplay because I have no idea how I'm actually going to do. I have never tried to game on this mouse. What I'm really looking to figure out is if having a really nice mouse makes that much of a difference, if it's a placebo, or if I can still play at my personal level with this. I also wanted to try out the P90 in Modern Warfare 2. I've messed around with it just a little bit. Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably seen that just a ton of people are using this, and people are calling it the new meta and just all this crazy stuff. But I'm all for using a different gun in this game. I feel like the meta right now per se is kind of growing stagnant. Everyone knows that the Scar is good and the Vaznas is good, but I want to keep trying different guns. The biggest thing I've learned about this gun in the short time that I've used it is that if you're hitting headshots and you're really accurate, it does really well. So I think that that is the perfect matchup to see how well my aim is with this mouse. So we're gonna hop in here and we are going to just do a little bit of firing range really quick, just because I want to see if I can feel a difference right off the bat here. Okay, I have it just using stock Windows settings and messing around with the sensitivity in the game. Okay, it feels like a mouse. So any person that plays a first-person shooter game with a mouse is going to tell you that a lot of the recoil mitigation comes from just feeling out the mouse and knowing how far you have to move it, that like little slight drag down. And it's just that little drag down. So when you're aiming, you're firing, you're just bringing that mouse down ever so slightly. I use my palm and my wrist a lot of the time, but basically from my elbow down, I'm using that all the aim, which is why playing on PC obviously gives you a really big advantage when you're trying to shoot in first-person shooter games. This gun doesn't have a ton of recoil to begin with, but these longer shots are the only hard part. I think I'm really going to struggle with the micro adjustments, which is to be expected. A really big component of gaming mice, and really nice ones, is the ability to have a ton of consistency and accuracy within the laser itself. If it's just a little bit off or it's not as sensitive, that can really affect you, and it's a noticeable difference. But we're going to jump into a game of Shipment here. Now, Shipment's going to be the best way to test this just because of how fast-paced it is and how much you are just changing direction and switching between targets. All right, luckily we did not join a game in progress, but we got in here. We got someone with a white hoodie on, so he better pop off. I see he's got a gold Lockman right there. I think that's a Lockman. It's definitely not a Lockman. Gotta focus up here. Oh, it's a first headshot. First headshot, first kill with the... Oh, I just walked right into it. First kill with the Microsoft mouse. I gotta revel in that just for a moment. Oh, that's just that little quick change right there was not what I was expecting. It's, again, this is just a lot of feeling and a lot of habit, what you're used to. We're just getting destroyed right there. Okay. We're kind of panicking here, but he's got a riot shield. They're gonna be spawning in that back corner over here. Yep. I'm trying to help you, dude. Oh, he walked right into it. I was trying to help him as best as I could. I just couldn't hang on to it there. We got in a weird pinch. I'm gonna get the UAV up and try to see what we can do. There's so many angles when that center hard point is so hard to attack, defend, and do anything with. My movement was just really shitty there, but let's see if we can get both of them. Walked right past me. Not paying attention. They're gonna be coming hot and heavy right here. There he is. Might be doing pretty good with this Microsoft mouse. I always miss. It's always the hard kills that I get and the easy ones that I miss, but here we go. Oh, we ran out of ammo. No! All right, time to call in some streaks here. Well, I'll pop up the UAV just so we have consistent guidance here. I'm not sure if I want to use that kill streak yet, though. We're doing pretty good with this Microsoft mouse. I'm not going to lie here. It doesn't feel that different once you kind of get used to it. Again, those longer shots are a little bit concerning to try, but we might be all right here. We can get out of trouble. Spawns are just wild right now, but they're gonna watch in this corner here. Oh, they're right on us. Okay. Get consistent UAVs. Should we call it in? I think we're gonna call it in right there. Now, it's really important that we just keep them spawning over there, so we're going to have to clear them off at this point. Everyone's just everywhere right now. I overexposed myself. This is so bad. It's so bad. So bad. It's just that the little micro adjustments I'm not getting used to, and I'm getting kind of frustrating here. Another thing is the cable, and I didn't think this was gonna make such a big difference, but I can definitely feel like that slight resistance from the cable, and it's actually kind of bothering me here. Just walked right into him. The hip fire on this gun is elite, though. I really like it. I like the fast rate of fire. It makes me feel really confident right here. We're just not playing the objective here, which is... We're not going to win like this, but who knows? We'll get a run going. Got barrel stuffed. My only gripe about the SMGs in this game is either it just feels like it takes a ton of bullets to kill, the firing rate's not super fast. It's just one thing or the other, but this gun seems to check a lot of the boxes. Historically speaking, the P90 has been really good in almost every Call of Duty game, and in a lot of games it was the best gun. In real life, the P90 shoots a 5.7 round, which is just, if you've ever seen one, it just looks like a small 5.56 bullet, like a really short one, and I really like that. I've never shot like a P90. I've shot a handgun that shoots a 5.7. It's a really odd feeling. There's relatively no kick to it, and it's a weird feeling. We're gonna try to pick up some points here. Get some hill time. Kind of cheated him out of that one here. He's in that crate. I thought for sure he was in that little lane there. They got a trophy system. It's okay. We got the guy out of the crate. That was priority one. Now we're gonna. Oh shit! Never mind. I was trying to get in the crate. It's moving too slow. Oh, just two of them. Everyone. They've been in that spawn for a while now. Just not choosing the right targets. It's that back and forth, the left to right, that I'm really struggling with here. Try to keep my hand in focus as best as I can too, but it's hard. The sensitivity's not the same, so or the DPI rather, so I got to exaggerate some movements that I normally wouldn't just to get looking the right way. I'm not a big fan of shotguns generally in any Call of Duty game. However, the KV broadside, you can't beat it. If you're trying to push someone off of a hill or just wreck a bunch of people at once, you have a hard time finding anything better than this. Just point and click. Just got too distracted trying to fuck around with that. All right, let's see if we can get... That guy go. I swore there was a guy right there. Maybe I'm just crazy, but... Just gave up on the play there. Stop shooting. I just stopped shooting. That was so stupid. The times I really struggle are just when I start second guessing myself for no reason. They got trophy systems. They know how to play hardpoint. I can't move. Like a turtle out there. Like a little snail. Surprisingly, we're winning this game, and I don't feel like any of us are doing a ton of work on the hill besides like maybe one or two, so... Gotta start playing the objective a little more because I don't want to lose this. We're doing good with it, but it does. If we can get a dub with the Microsoft mouse, then that's just legendary. Just gotta lay down that suppressive fire sometimes. Just put a little pressure on them. Do what you can as a teammate. I thought he was my... Speaking of teammates, I thought that was my teammate right there, so... Alright, let's see. Pretty good angle on this here. They're gonna be... Everyone's just chucking shit at each other. Oh. It's always during the reload. I don't know if I can put... I haven't looked at all the attachments you can get for this. I don't know if like the 50 round mag's the biggest you can go. It probably is. I don't know like how physically you can put an extended mag on a P90 because it's all that like proprietary sideways feed system, which I mean, ingenuity, it's really cool, but I have no idea how it works, and I feel like it's super complex for a magazine design, but if it works, it works. I mean, I trust the people at FN that they probably know what they're doing. Not doing too bad here. Got behind this guy. I was in the middle of a reload. I just wanted to kill him. Oh, we spawned right on the point there. Okay. And we still spawn right back over here. Okay, let's do some work. Oh, I didn't get the gun up fast enough. I make that mistake a lot, and especially when I'm editing these videos and I go back and watch, I start like pushing someone before my gun is up. And we're just gonna lose to the time limit, but let's see how we did here. 61 kills, 11 seconds on the hill. Not too bad. Most kills in the lobby with the Microsoft mouse. So, you know what? I'm going to chalk that up as a huge win here. This little mouse, I mean, to be completely honest, I don't feel a ton of difference unless the shots are a little bit farther. The left and right's a little bit different, but I'm sure if I played like 10 games in a row, I could get really used to using this mouse. All right, so just to kind of recap things here, this mouse, it's not too bad. Honestly, I did all right with it. I think that ultimately it came down to some of those micro adjustments that I could have gotten a few more kills or possibly won some more gunfights. But the point I want to get across is that you don't have to go out and spend $100, $150 on a Logitech mouse like this in order to have fun with the game. Now, it does give you advantages in a lot of different aspects. Again, the buttons are a huge thing for me. I was really missing that, but if I played 10 games with this mouse, I think I'd do all right. Ultimately, it comes down to whatever you're comfortable spending. If that's a lot of money for you to shell out, I don't think that should be your first priority, especially in PC gaming. I would much rather spend that money on upgrading my computer itself in order to run a lot smoother than to shell out that money for a mouse that you're only going to get marginal gains with. A lot of it also depends on what kind of games you play and how often you play. If you're interested in the loadout that I use today, I'll put it in the description. It's really nothing special. AVR-T90 Comp, a VLK 7 milliwatt laser, and a CQB stock. So nothing too crazy. I don't have a lot unlocked for this gun yet, but I'll update you as time goes on. If you like the video, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe, and comment with what mouse you started off with, like the first mouse that you remember using and the mouse that you have now. I hope you guys have a great day as always, and we will see you later.